Hello, happy Sabbath. Just waiting for some of you to jump on here. So when we get our um, first person live right now, we don't have one, so we're just waiting. All right,
All right.
welcome, first person. All right, people are jumping on now. You've gotten notification. All right, yes, happy Sabbath to all of you. You guys jumped on pretty quick. Well, we are happy to have you here. Happy Sabbath. We're enjoying a nice Sabbath evening in northern Alabama. We're actually outside because it's really not that humid and there's no, I don't say there's no mosquitoes, but there's very few mosquitoes and there's no wasps. So we can come out here and actually enjoy the outside in the evening. So it's a nice evening here. Hope you guys are having a nice evening wherever you are. We're excited because it's the Sabbath and because we're going to worship together with you tomorrow for Living Manna Church. So we're inviting all of you to join us tomorrow for church and to share with a friend. We have concluded for now our series on spiritual and religious trauma. So right now that's concluded, but that doesn't mean it won't come back because it may come back. So many of you were blessed by the information that was shared. So many of you, just stated that you didn't even realize that you knew that you weren't happy about some things, but you really didn't even know to call it spiritual or religious trauma. And so it truly was a blessing for many of you. So we're going to pivot and take a turn from doing spiritual and religious trauma tomorrow. We are going to be taking questions, answering your questions, yes, on marriage and relationships, mental health questions. I'll be taking those, and Pastor Myers will be taking your Bible question. So if you have a Bible question that you want him to answer, then you need to send that question to my church email, which is atante @livingmanna.church. And I'm going to spell that for you. It's ATONTE @livingmanna.church. And if you couldn't write down fast enough, play this back and I'll say it again before we're off. But send your questions to atante @livingmanna.church and we will do our best to answer your questions. Tune in live because we will also be taking some questions from the chat as well. But we like to get as many as we can before, so we don't miss that many. So definitely email me at atante @livingmanna.church with those questions on mental health, relationships, marriage, and Bible questions.
Yep. And tomorrow's sermon, everyone, is going to be on a story that is super, super obscure. It is a story of the man who fled naked in the Garden of Gethsemane.
Hmm.
Someone sent me a message. Actually, it wasn't. They didn't send me a message. They put it on Living Manna Instagram, and they were like, "Nobody's going to talk about the naked man that fled, and what was he doing there? Why was he there?"
Hmm.
And the question was asked in a sort of derogatory sense.
Hmm.
But we're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about that story, that obscure story, and
That nobody talks about.
that nobody talks about. And
But it's in the Bible for a reason.
yeah,
Okay.
we're going to unobscure that story.
Okay.
We're going to unobscure that story. And y'all not going to want to miss this, okay? It's in Mark chapter 14, somewhere around verses like 49, 50, somewhere around there. So if you're interested, go look up those verses. And yeah, just be prepared because it's going to be a powerful message tomorrow.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. I'm excited to hear what God has given you to say about this. And also, again, going back to the questions, I'm excited for the sermon. I'm excited for your questions, especially for your marriage and relationship questions. Just for those of you who don't know, who don't follow us on social media, we just celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary on Wednesday. So Yes, I am a marriage and family therapist, but I think that plus being married for 25 years gives me a little bit of knowledge about those things. It gives us knowledge. So definitely ask those questions and your Bible questions. Ask your Bible questions that you've always wanted to ask a pastor or that you just don't quite understand. We want to hear from you. And so you can send your questions to atante@livingmanna.church. So that's ATONTE at livingmanna.church. So we're excited to see all of you tomorrow. Invite a friend, invite your family members, tell them, hey, come to church with me tomorrow. You'll be blessed by the worship service and the knowledge that you get from the service. And let them know why you attend Living Manna Church, why it's such a blessing. So
And
you are our virtual Bible workers.
yeah,
Go ahead.
thank you for all the congratulations, and we see all that we love you guys and we love you back.
Yes, we appreciate it very
And
much. Thank you.
yeah, so we look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Have a good night, and remember to share.
Yes.
Let people know about tomorrow, okay?
And if it's Sabbath where you are, like where we are, happy Sabbath. See you tomorrow. Bye
Bye.
bye.